Welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to dive into, what me and Stars both consider to be probably Game of the Year, Ratchet and Clank. Audio, graphics, gameplay, it's just phenomenal. Uh, the content in this game is so fully. You got a lot to do. It really keeps you going. You got the many different aspects of this game and how the campaign takes you through everything. Stars, thoughts?
Anyone that says a game in the middle of COVID can't come out perfect, they're wrong. Dead wrong. What they've been able to accomplish during this period is nothing but exceptional. And if they can keep up this really um, hardworking desire to create some of the best content in gaming, like we would always want games like this. This is Sony absolutely made sure that they delivered a full experience to us. I like the particle effects, everything in this game was perfect in every single way. And let's just start off with like the character like the character itself and character models that they made. Like who would have known that like in the character models they would have been able to make a character that looks and feels real.
Exactly.
Like you like almost like you could touch your monitor or your TV and you would almost be able to feel Ratchet. Like every little detail was perfected. And then when you go into like the graphics in itself, really well done, that like trees, branches on the floor to bushes and you know, just everything's lifelike. Even the enemies felt lifelike. They felt real all the way through. Um, the only disappointing part in that is like when you walk through, let's just say a bush, the bush wouldn't move while you're walking through it. It just like you walked right through it, like you were like the bush never existed. That's the only, I guess, you can say criticism that you can give them for on the graphics side. But that doesn't mean that it was a flaw. It's just something that maybe in the design element they would think that maybe no one would ever go there, like to that spot where that bush or that little like plant right there that like they walked right through. They probably just didn't like maybe think that maybe someone would walk there and actually attempt to go do something there.
The uh, the the variant of guns that they have in this game is also fantastic. You have a whole list of guns, and you unlock them throughout the campaign. And
And
each,
all utilize the adaptive triggers almost perfectly.
oh yes, and they all do different things. They all do have different aspects to how they work, and they help you in different ways. And of course, you can upgrade them as well. So you do work a little bit more. You got increase some ammo and stuff. You definitely have a wide aspect of how to upgrade these weapons. It's fantastic. Um, you also have, of course, in most Ratchet and Clank games, of course, you have collectibles, which throughout the campaign you'll stumble across. Um, really up to
Like
the
most RPGs,
it's up to the player really if you really want to go out of your way
all in
and
and go collect them.
yeah, exactly. Um, the addition they had in of a little like a battle arena aspect in this game was actually really fun. It was actually very enjoyable to play. Um, when we first got to it, we literally kind of stopped the campaign literally just kind of had some fun in the arena because it was actually pretty fun to play.
And the cool part is like the challenges aren't really that difficult. It's like, oh, kill X amount of enemies in 3 minutes or 2 minutes.
And there's different stages. There's different stages. It does get a little bit more difficult as the stage goes up. But you strategize and you figure a way to complete it. Change up, change up moves, change up armor, change up weapons, and you kind of figure out how you can manage to get by in the stages. Um, Story really keeps you pulled in. A lot of funny moments, a lot of intrigue, uh, a lot of moments where you kind of like.
Yeah, but they did such a great job with that reel in right off the beginning. Like they did such a good job with the reel in. Like right off the beginning, like when you start, the reel in was real. Like
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
it felt like they were trying to create one of the best games.
oh yeah. They definitely the developers for this game definitely put their best work into this game, and it really shows. There really wasn't any much bugs in this game. Probably the only thing I noticed was there was a certain part where the game would freeze, and when you were trying to like select a gun or something on the screen, it would freeze, and you couldn't do anything. But that was just like a minor thing, and then it only happened rarely. It wasn't a frequent thing like it would happen every time you try to do it. It was like
One of the bugs that I encountered was I would jump onto something, my body would become would become limp, and I would just fall off the map.
yeah, I remember that actually. You didn't know what happened actually,
So
but
like
the
it's very, very small, minor bugs, probably already been addressed already. But outside of those bugs, this is probably the best release as
oh
far as
yeah,
content, the amount of energy that went into this game to literally make you want to finish this game and play it again. It feels like they incentivized the replayability for this game for people who would love to play this game over and over and over again, or even for those people like 5, 10 years from the game's release, they're going to go back and want to play it again.
oh yeah, yeah, and I have no idea where they're gonna go with with Ratchet and Clank. They could come out with another game. This could be maybe this could be a last one. Who we never you don't know. There really wasn't
Yeah,
much.
but that's like with any game that's ever in development. You
It's
always
true.
got to think in the back of your head. You always got to think in the back of your head. This is probably the last one. That goes for any great game, regardless of whether they're first party, third party. You always got to have it in the back of your head. There may not be a sequel to this, so enjoy it.
This definitely is a game worth getting. This is definitely a game if you have the money to buy it. We definitely suggest getting this game. This is definitely on top of the list for to play.
Anyone out there with a PS5, this is not in your collection right now, should be.
It
It
definitely should.
absolutely needs to be in your collection. You need to use it and get games that are on the PlayStation and play it. This is literally in our eyes, game of the year nominee.
And this is actually a PS5 exclusive. Oh no, not on the PS4, PS5 only
So if you have one, buy this
for the moment.
ASAP.
They possibly could make this available for PS4, which I could see happening.
Yeah, the same thing happened with Godfall. Godfall was like timed exclusive to the PS5, and then will be coming out very shortly for PS4. And
Hmm.
PS4 owners will be able to see why people bought and played Godfall. It may not be as good as or the experience may not be as good as playing it on the PS5, but it will feel you'll still be able to know why. Like for the instance of um for the instance of Ratchet and Clank, why we're saying this is the Game of the Year nominee. I mean, to be honest, other than maybe graphics, this game 100% can play on the PS4.
Oh
It
yeah,
may not be as clean, it may not be as clear, and it won't have the adaptive triggers, but it can absolutely play on the PS4.
I agree.
Obviously, they'll have to scale it back for PS4 because PS4 is not anywhere near the raw horsepower of the PS5. But it could play. I could see it working on the PS4 Pro just fine. But the only thing you're really missing is the controller experience because that's what actually captivates this game so well. Is the controller just makes you feel every little detail. Like when it's raining, you could feel like the raindrops in your hands. When you're doing certain functions, you can actually feel something happening in that moment. We're obviously trying to keep this as spoiler free as possible because
Oh
obviously we
yeah.
don't want to ruin any part of the game
There,
for
there's
anyone who
there,
has not yet played
there's many. There's different locations. Well, that's what we're going to tell you right now. There's a lot of locations to go to, and he did a
it. Each
fantastic job.
location has a bunch of different stuff,
He
which is
did.
cool.
That's it's true. They did a fantastic job with each one of these locations. It's just beautiful how they did each location has their unique look, unique feel, and, and just their own ways of
Some
having.
areas feel more mysterious. Some areas feel more upbeat and lively. Some places actually also you feel like the pressure of what's going on in that planet, and you're like, what can I do to make sure to relieve the pressure of what's going on within this planet?
Oh yeah,
Like you actually can feel every emotion within each of the places. That's where they shine in this game is they did such a like fantastic job with making sure emotions were felt during each planet, like what was going on within that planet. You felt the emotions of what was going on.
it's that you really did a fantastic job. With each one of these locations, there's also side missions on each location you go to, and specific to that area, so they're different in each location you go to. There's also, of course, collectibles in each location you go to as well. It's up to you how you want to play. If you want to do your collectibles, or just want to go through gameplay, just go through the story yourself and just not worry about it at all. Um, the characters in this game are unique, and it's incredible how they make them so unique and different from each other, and it's incredible. It do really put so much effort into this game to
A
make.
lot of energy went into this. You can feel it, dude. Like the creativity level was extremely high, and most games don't have this level of creativity. Like from comparing this to prior Ratchet and Clanks that I've played, this is probably by far the most creative, innovative, and like captivating I've ever played.
We'll just we'll leave you with this, man. This game is worth buying. This game is definitely fun to play, and this game will definitely keep you entertained, and definitely will want to make you play it again.
Whether that be now, like after completing it, or whether that would be, like I said, 4 or 5 years from now, you're gonna want to go back and play it again if another Ratchet and Clank comes out. So you'll be like, oh, let's just recap what happened in the last one, so that way the next one I know what to expect. Although I never sensed a feeling ever playing these like Ratchet and Clanks that they ever felt like they were connected. So you could literally pick up on any Ratchet and Clank from any point in period in time without feeling like they were connected. So other than that,
Which of course you guys can really put your own feelings into that if you want, or you can make up your own conclusions if you guys feel it does connect. But it's everyone's
I think
opinion.
we pretty much also covered like all of the great things and like the minor bad things, which there wasn't very many. Obviously, there wasn't really any bad things. The only thing I would have to say that would obviously go into the negativity category is it felt like the story was way too short.
Yeah, they could have added, added a little bit
But
more in the
all Ratchet and
campaign.
Clanks are like that, though. Like if you put them all side by side, they're all pretty much like that.
Oh
But
yeah,
outside of that,
they
like,
basically keep you wanting more. That's basically how they work in it. They work it with these games. So you
and
have it.
I would just say that's the only like with the two small bugs that we've both encountered, plus the plus the fact that we feel that the story was too short. There really wasn't too much negative to really cover.
Oh no, this game was just outstanding. It it really is, and can be considered to be one of the best games of the year. It's there for it's not going to be nominated for a reason. This is definitely the game.
All right, so let's head into our two-man crew appraisal on this one. I think we covered everything.
The two-man crew appraisal for this game is
A 9.3.
can't get any better than that, man. Can't get any better than that. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Comment down below if you have any questions. Like, subscribe.
Bring that notification bell so you can stay tuned for all of our latest content.
We'll see you guys next time.